Hello, hello, old school R&B fans, and welcome to Backbeat R&B, where old school is fresh today, tomorrow, and forever. Today we have a very special guest on the line, Mr. Gerald Alston, lead singer of the legendary group The Manhattans. Gerald's name is synonymous with hits like Shining Star, Kiss and Say Goodbye, It Feels So Good to Be Loved So Bad, and of course many, many more. And all of those many, many more songs are the songs that are my favorite. Welcome to Backbeat R&B, Gerald. And thank you for allowing me to get some insight into how you got your start and what's next for you and the Manhattans. Welcome.
What I'd like to know is, and of course for my Backbeat R&B audience, the Manhattans have been around for a while. Could you give us a little background as to how you got your start with the Manhattans, sir?
Well, I met the Manhattans in 1970, and I actually joined the group in 1970. I was in college, junior college in North Carolina. I just started. I had a group called Gerald Alston and the New Imperials. And my professor asked me that weekend, that Friday, could the Manhattan use my sound system? And so they were performing at the school, and so I set up the sound system, and I was testing it out, and in walked Blue Lovett, the late Blue Lovett, and
Yes.
late Richard Taylor, Philip Flood, and the manager. And Philip Flood was traveling with the group. He was singing because the original lead singer was very ill at the time.
Oh.
And he would stand in.
Right.
So anyway, they asked me to sing on the show. I did. And they left there. They were heading to Texas. They were on tour with the Supremes. And were heading to Texas. And they did another show in Greensboro, North Carolina, at A&T. And unfortunately, Smitty's illness, he started having seizures. And they had to send him home. So Philip took over, and he sang. And they called me that weekend and flew me to Dallas, Texas, and I watched the Manhattans perform for 10 days. And then I flew back to New York, and here it is 47 years later.
Wow, 47 years later. Wow. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, as of today, who is singing with the Manhattans?
As of today, it's myself,
Right.
Justin, and then it's Troy May,
Right.
and David Harvey, which is his stage name is Dave Tyson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when Blue passed, my cousin Edward Fields stepped in and started singing, and he sang with us for about a year. And then, unfortunately, he passed away last August.
Wow.
And so now it's just the three of us down front, and our guitar player, Mark Bowers, sings with us on stage. He's the fourth voice.
Wow. And I just want to know, unfortunately, with the demise of Sonny Bivens and Blue Lovett and some of the others that you had mentioned, I noticed that you all still continue to maintain that original great sound. It just the Manhattan sound. The minute I hear the music, I know it's a Manhattan. So how do you all do that?
Well, that is one of the reasons why the group had been together so long. We wanted to maintain our style. Whether we sang ballads or up tempo, we wanted to maintain our style. And this year, this August 15th, the group, the Manhattans, would be celebrating 55 years. And so from my beginning with the group up until now, we've managed to keep the same sound because that's who we are. That's how we identified. And it has been the reason why the group has sustained so long.
Who would you say was some of your major musical influences?
Well, my dad, Sam Cooke.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I love Sam Cooke.
Mahalia Jackson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you ever write any of the songs that the Manhattans sang?
I didn't write. We had I wrote a tune with Sonny. Sonny and I wrote "We Never Danced to a Love Song."
Oh, I love that song.
And
wow.
Thank you. And that was one of the songs that I wrote that was very popular and it did quite well.
Yes, it was. I got to tell you this. I play that song all the time. You have no idea. I really do, and I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you. I'm saying it because it's just a great song. I love that song. You know.
Thank you.
I remember an interview that you had done in 2015, and you talked about the song "Kiss and Say Goodbye," which was written by Blue Lovett, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell fans how that song came about? Because I was amazed. You said something about that Blue Lovett had a dream.
Yeah, Blue sometimes would he kept his tape recorder by the bed because sometimes he would dream of a song, or he was performing a song, or he heard the song, and he'll wake up and he'll sing the melody on the tape.
Mm.
So he on the tape recorder, and he dreamed of Kiss and Say Goodbye. And he said he woke up that morning and he put it a little bit on it, saying what he remembered of it on tape. Mm-hmm. And then he called me. We had rehearsal that day. And he called me. He said, "Listen, meet me at the studio earlier because I got something I want you to sing." And when we got there, he started playing a portion of the song and the chorus, "It's Gonna Hurt Me, I Can't Lie."
Oh, my God, yeah.
And so I sang that, and then he started putting words to it, and before you know it, Kiss and Say Goodbye was
big hit.
Born. And also, yeah, and what had happened, he had written it for country and western tune.
Oh.
And but CBS liked the way we sang it.
Yeah.
And we recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't quite finished when we recorded, but they were trying to get an album out on us quickly as possible. They released it and never looked back.
Right. What's your favorite Manhattan song?
My favorite Manhattan song, I would say, was "There's No Me Without You."
Right. Mm.
All
Another
of them are
great
favorites
one.
to me, but that's one that it has. It says a lot. It's a love song.
Yes.
But it also speaks in volumes about who we are, because we always took it as a theme, like it became the theme of the CBS International Convention back in '73. And because it not only was a love song, but it also meant that for the Manhattans, there's no me without you.
Right.
And I believe that it meant the same thing for the CBS International Convention. The whole company wouldn't exist without its fans.
Wow.
You know, so it was a wonderful thing, and to this day it still has that same meaning to me.
Yes.
There's no me without you.
Right.
Yep.
Mhm. Do you prefer studio work or performing live? Which do you prefer?
Well, 1 and 2. I love studio work, but I love to perform live. And either way you put it, one studio first or performing live first. Actually, I would have to say performing live and then studio work.
Right. And are there any artists that you or the Manhattans would love to collaborate with in the future?
Well, there is my son. I hadn't heard of her. I mean, I've heard of her, but I didn't pay attention. My son introduced me to listening to Jasmine Sutherland, and she's very versatile. And that's one young lady I would love to sing with. One artist that I would love to sing with.
Oh, okay. And lastly, when do you think you and the Manhattans will be performing in the New York area again?
Well, hopefully, sometime this summer. Hopefully, we don't have a date scheduled.
Okay.
But hopefully, sometime this summer.
Okay.
Or early fall.
That would be great. I mean, I've seen your shows a number of times at, the NYC CB Theater in Westbury and the St. George Hotel in Staten Island, of course, Atlantic City. So I'll certainly look forward to it. Are there any new projects in the works for the Manhattans? Any new CDs coming out?
We have a new DVD, which is a live DVD of one of the last concerts with late Blue Lovett.
Oh, okay.
And there is a possibility that we may be in New Jersey. I just thought about it. There's a possibility. I'm not sure yet.
Right.
It's not confirmed, but it's a possibility that we may be sometime in July.
Okay, I hope
if everything works out. Probably Atlantic City, hopefully.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's great. And I really appreciate this. I appreciate you taking the time out to speak with me, about your career and some of the things that's going on with your, with the Manhattans. And
yeah. And by the way, I'm going to start. I did one gospel album, and it's two gospel, and I collaborated with Will Downing. He and I, Will, myself, and Chris Davis, Big Dog Davis.
Right.
We wrote a tune called "Jesus Is a Friend of Mine," and also I collaborated again with Miss Regina Bell.
Wow.
And we did a song called "Irreplaceable." Very good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
So I'm going to do it again.
Okay. All right. I tell you, I look forward to it, and I know your fans will. I really appreciate it. I mean, your music makes a lot of people feel so good, and I thank you so much, Mr. Alston.
Well, I want to thank you again, Mr. Alston, for speaking with me here at Backbeat R&B and giving your fans as well as myself some insight and being part of a legendary group. Your music has made people feel good for many years, and I know you and Manhattans will continue to keep R&B alive and give us that great sound we all crave for when we hear your songs. Thank you.